Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and warm greeting to everyone. My name is Ayuning Tias and I am a master study in economic education. Today, I would like to present the finding of my thesis entitled The Influence of Food Inflation, Per Capita Income, and Consumer Spending on Food Security in ASEAN countries from 2020 to 2022. This research was conducted under the guidance of two understanding professors is Professor Dr. Siti Nurjana and Professor Dr. Raden Tuti Sariwulan. I would like to sincerely thank them for their invaluable guidance and support throughout this research process. Background is food security has become an increasing critical global issue, especially in Southeast Asia, which face challenges such as climate change, the pandemic, and economic instability. ASEAN's countries include Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand show different dynamic in addressing these challenges, particularly related to food inflation. For instance, Indonesia fast food distribution challenge due to this geographic and dependence to import. Malaysia, despite having a strong agriculture sector, is still affected to food inflation. Thailand, as a major food export, has expensive domestic inflation pressure. Meanwhile, Singapore, though highly dependent on food import, has managed its food security well through efficient policies. Besides food inflation, per capita income and customer spending also play crucial roles as they are directly linked to people purchasing power for nutrition food. Based on this background, the main research question is there an influence of food inflation, per capita income, and customer spending on food security in ASEAN country from 2020 to 2022? This study aimed to empirics examine the influence of the three independent variables: food inflation, per capita income, and customer spending on the food security of ASEAN countries. This research is expected to contribute value information and a real-world overview of the conditioner and factor affecting food security. The finding can serve as a reference to government in formulating more effective food security policies. Theories and conceptual framework used in this study include macroeconomic theory, purchasing power theory, and food security framework from FAO and other relevant international organizations. The unit of analysis is the Food Security Index of ASEAN countries during the period 2013 to 2022. Point one dependent variable is food security, and point 2 independent variable is food inflation, per capita income, and customer spending. The data used as secondary search from reputed search such as Trading Economic and National Statistic Agencies. The analysis method applied in panel data regression analysis as the study include but time series and cross-country dimension. Data description point 1. Food security. Based on the data, Singapore consistently hold the high food security index, indicate excellence, change, and stability. Malaysia and Thailand show moderate improvement, while Indonesia exhibit fluctuation. Description point 2. Data show that Indonesia experienced high food inflation pressure and strive to address them to agriculture program. Malaysia maintains relative stable low inflation, while Thailand shows significant fluctuative. Singapore face rising inflation but maintains food stability through structure policy. Descriptive point 3 is per capita income. Singapore, with the highest per capita income, has better access to research and agriculture technology supporting strong food security. Indonesia, despite have great agriculture potential, struggle with weather fluctuation. Meanwhile, Malaysia and Thailand show agriculture progress but still really heavy on food import. And last, descriptive analysis is customer spending. Customer spending in Indonesia fluctuates from 2013 to 2022, peak in 2019 at 105.08 million US dollar, decline due to the COVID-19 pandemic and stabilized again in 2022 at 97.11 million US dollar. Several classic assumption tests were conducted to validate the model. Point 1, normality test. The significant value obtained was 0.9, greater than 0.05, indicate that the data pass the normality test. Point 2 is multiple linearitas test. The center VIV value for all independent variables were below 10, indicate no multicollinearity problem. And point 3, heteroskedasticitas test based on the Brunsch-Pagan test. The probability value was 0.3, greater than equal to 0.05, indicate homoskedasticitas and no heteroskedasticitas issue. And point 3, autocorrelation test. The probability value obtained was 0.1, greater than equal to 0.05, indicate no autocorrelation in the residual. Panel data regression analysis. Model selection was performed using several tests. Point one is Chow test. The probability was 0.6, greater than 0.05, suggesting the common effect model inappropriate. And Hausman test, the probability was 0.7, greater than 0.05, indicate that the random effect model in prefer. Next, although the common effect model was also accepted based on the overall test, and finally result was to use the random effect model. And hypothesis test, the partial atau or t-test result for each variable are food inflation, significant influence on food security. For capital income, significant influence on food security, and customer spending, significant influence on food security. With this statistic in the table and probability value in the table. And panel regression summary. The simultaneous test or F-test produce an V-statistic value of 39.5 with a probability of 0.0, indicating that all independent variables jointly have a significant influence of food security. The coefficient of determinacy is 0.74, meaning that 74.7% of the variance in food security can be explained by the three independent variables. The remaining 25.3% in explained by other factors not included in the model. And based on the analysis research, food inflation has a significant negative impact on food security, particularly affecting vulnerable groups as seen in Indonesia. This finding, like with Toromade in the year 2024, will highlight that uncontrolled food inflation can worsen nutrition quality and increase malnutrition rate. Tentu higher per capita income as seen in Singapore and Malaysia in case food security. This support Drewnowski and Darmon in the year 2005, who emphasized that access to nutritious food is highly influenced by income level. And three, customer spending patterns also affect food security. High customer spending reflect better food access in high-income countries, but in low-income countries like Indonesia and Thailand, it often reflects limit purchasing power as not by Amalina Yusrin and Info in year 2024. The study has two main limits is first the availability and quality of data varied across courts such as FAO, the World Bank and national agency lead to some inconsistent. Two, non-economic factors like climate change, agriculture policy, and political stability, which also influence food security, were not included in this study. Overall, food security in ASEAN countries is influenced by food inflation, per capita income, and customer spending. High inflation reduces purchasing power, while increased income improves food access when supported by effective distribution policies. Ingredient policies are needed to strengthen supply chains, raise income, and stabilize food price. This research underscores the importance of collaboration among government, academic, and private sector to sustainability improve food security in the ASEAN region. Research recommendation for future research is use more comprehensive and update data and incorporate non-economic factors such as climate change and agriculture policy in future analysis. For government and policymaker is stabilize food price, dogs stock management and subsidy and hedge income the agriculture sector and promote healthy local food consumption and for industry and the private sector increase investment in food technology and strengthen cooperate with government in food supply chains management. And the conclude my presentation of the research finding, I am aware that this study has limited, but I essentially hope it contribute meaningfully to food policy development in the ASEAN region. Thank you very much for attention. I warmly welcome any question, feedback, or suggestion to further enrich this research. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and thank you.